I'm going to do a real quick explanation of rake and trail. Your rake is the angle that your neck tube here has, and I might not have all the proper terminology, but this is how I understand it, and this is what I use in order to get the best handling out of these bikes. Find the rake angle. I use a digital gauge. It has a magnet on it. So that says 77 degrees, so 90 minus 77 is 13. So about 13 degrees is my rake angle. What I do is, how you find your trail is, imagine a center line from my neck tube here, which actually lines up with the center line of this. Sometimes triple trees and stuff will have, or triple clamps will have an offset, but my neck tube, I know, comes right down like this. So I'm going to continue that line down real quick. Typically they probably wouldn't use a drywall square and a framing square. Okay, so that's roughly the center line of my neck tube, going all the way from down here to where my tires touching the ground. And then if you take a plumb line from your axle, 90 degrees, that's my center line of my axle. This line right here, like I said, is the center line of my neck tube. Here is my axle center point, 90 degrees from the ground. So this right here is my trail. And you want to have 3 inches of trail, which is, I'm pretty close right there. And as this compresses, I think the trail will change a little bit. Too much trail, it would handle like a boat. It would be hard to turn and it wouldn't be real nimble. And too little trail will cause speed wobble or kind of more of an aggressive handling and everything like that. But basically, from the reading I've done, 3 inches, 3 to 5 inches of trail is a good number to be at. So right now I'm at about 3 3/4, and that might change once I weld on my plates here. This U-shaped piece keeps my shocks married up, basically, so they will compress and decompress at the same speed. One won't be compressed more than the other, and you need that for, you would notice it when you're going into turns and everything, or if you hit a bump, one side compresses more than the other, that's going to make you turn one way or the other, and your handling will be awful. 3.5 there, I'm going to go ahead and roll with that. I can always adjust that with, right now I have it welded on these plates that hold the front axle. So I can always play with that by pushing it forward or bringing it back. I usually have the coils or these shocks back a little bit because when they compress, they become straighter as they compress. So I'll cheat them back just a little bit. And I've kind of seen that on some of the old dirt bikes that they tried this leading leak suspension on, and like the BMWs.